Let's bring in Robert Sanders. He's a national security associate professor at the University of New Haven, who's also a former military lawyer. Good morning. So nice to see you. I want you to listen, sir, to part of what Trump's former AG Bill Barr said on Sunday.
Shocked by the degree of sensitivity of these documents and how many there were, frankly. And so the government's agenda was to get those, protect those documents and get them out. And I think it was perfectly appropriate to do that. It was the right thing to do. And I think the counts under the Espionage Act that he willfully retained those documents are solid counts.
As someone well-versed in national security issues, what's your reaction?
Well, for the first time in many a year, I agree with Bill Barr. He went on to say that if only half of what was shown in that indictment was proven, Donald Trump would be convicted. And I agree with that as well.
Have you spoken to fellow national security experts about the indictment since Friday? You know, what has been the reaction from the community?
Well, the ones I've spoken with have been shocked. But on the other side of that coin, Donald Trump has done a lot of things to shock us over the tenure of his presidency and his post-presidency. And that shock lines up with the things that we thought were true, that he was, in fact, a danger to national security. Judge Whitten said that, and I think Donald Trump and this indictment by the Department of Justice are proving both those things.
Based on what you've read from these, 49 pages in this indictment, how strong do you think the government's case is here?
I think the government's case is very strong. They present a scheme to move, hide, a conspiracy to move, hide, and a conspiracy to withhold sensitive material from at least 8 different intelligence community and Department of Defense organizations. All of that material was not authorized to be held by Donald Trump as a former president of the United States, as a regular citizen, as we all are, without a need to know and the clearances to have it. Lastly, none of that material was held in the SCIF, the special sensitive compartmentalized facilities, where these type of materials need to be in order to protect them.
We know that Trump is expected to meet with his legal team today. I guess it's worth noting that 2 of his former lawyers left the team on Friday. In your view, I mean, in the national security realm, what might their defense strategy look like going forward here?
Well, if the indictment counts hold where Trump was actually personally involved, he's going to have to prove that his personal involvement was without the knowledge of these documents and that his intent was somehow not unlawful. We have statements where he has said that he knew these documents are secret and he did not have the opportunity to hold the authority to hold on to them. He keeps talking about the Presidential Records Act as somehow that's a cover for his activities. It's not. Those documents belong to the United States government in his post-presidency status. They needed to be returned to the United States government, and he acted in multiple ways, according to the indictment, to thwart that return.
All right, Robert Sanders of the University of New Haven. So great to have your expertise this morning. Thank you so much.
Glad to be with you. Take care.